systems administrator for a financial services company over in St. Petersburg, Florida. Basically, my favorite feature of PowerShell probably at this point would be, I know the version 3 recently came out, but really the version that I've been, the feature that I've been exploring the most has been the PowerShell remoting, and just the power that allows you to do the fan-out architecture and how quickly you can run commands against a large infrastructure. The infrastructure that I deal with on a daily basis is around 2,300 servers. So at times we need to make a low-level system change in a file, or we need to gather information from some of those systems. And rather than trying to do some kind of a for each loop, we can do that PowerShell remoting, and it really makes it much more efficient. What we're missing in PowerShell currently, I mean, really, it's hard to say. There's not a lot that we're missing. I would say that one of the things that we're probably going to speak to again in a minute here is probably just the acceptance of PowerShell. I know that that's not something that's missing from the core PowerShell. I mean, as far as the core PowerShell, what's missing, I would say, is probably just that there's really nothing that I can think of offhand that's really missing out of it. I mean, I use it pretty much every day, and for the future of PowerShell and allowing other people to adopt it, it's really, I help run the internal PowerShell user group for my company, and it's really gotten to the point where, and actually I heard comments of this in sessions today, that it's great to talk about PowerShell, but sometimes I think us people that have been doing PowerShell, we sometimes get into the level 300, 400 stuff because that's where we are allowed to grow. But we have to understand that there's people coming up that are like level 50 or level 100. And sometimes it's important to really back it down and say not only, well, this is this cool script that I did, but also like explain to them the real world scenario that brought about the issue of why you had to write that script, and show them that the reason that PowerShell is cool is, let's say, for instance, there's 300 servers out in the branches all over the U.S., and a member of another team came to me and said, I think we're having an issue where software is being installed incorrectly. And if you know anything about PowerShell, it was literally just a test path script. So I just had to test a path to see if there was an executable in it. It literally was one line of code. But within 5 minutes, I wrote a script while he was sitting there that allowed me to test 500 servers and give him back a list of 15 servers that he needed to go and double check. And for him to do that manually, even through a UNC path, would have probably taken an hour, hour and a half of work. So being able to show people that don't really understand the language, the sheer power and the things that you can do with it is, I think, one of the main ways that we're going to continue to facilitate the adoption of PowerShell.
Thank you, Jeff.